Hey, how's it going? I'm your host, Julian Kelly. You are now tuning into Marketing Fruit. Back from another day in paradise, and in today's episode of Marketing Fruit, we're here to talk a little bit about creativity, and creativity being the new currency. Brands are having higher success engaging with customers when they find relative new ways to tell their stories. There's 71% more content views these days, so content is king. 2020, nobody's going out, so that means nobody's handing out flyers, which means nobody's looking at billboards because not as many people are driving because they're working at home. And back in the day, I guess, is what a lot of young people would say. The back in the day way they used to market is now becoming a thing of the past. Just because we're in a tough time and there's not a lot of people out there looking at the traditional marketing strategies, and it's time to move forward. So when you start moving forward, you talk about how we mix it up. And when you're looking at the different social media platforms and the different ways that you could get your information to your potential customer or potential buyer, it's definitely going to be a challenge because there's so many people out there. In social media, I always compare it to New York Times Square or any busy metropolitan area that you can think of, and everybody's saying the same thing: buy my shirt, will you buy my shirt? And it's like, well, for your potential buyer, they're really zoning out because they're hearing the same thing all the time. But again, when you start to put that creative image out there, that creative call to action, that creative 15-second video for your gaming app, anything of that nature, it's definitely going to help benefit you. Social Code research shows that high quality content accounts for over 56% of a brand's sales lift from digital advertising. And again, digital advertising is something that is very powerful in today's world, in today's market, in today's industries. For a lot of different industries, unless you're one of those industries that are really essential, that people are just going to find the closest one to them, such as a hospital, such as maybe a department store, like a clothing store. If you're the only clothing store in the area, if you're the only hardware store in the area, then of course you're going to have people that are going to buy from you. But when you're doing things in the digital space and you're doing things in a more competitive world, as we are in 2020, you definitely want to make sure you're being creative, because that's what's gonna buy for or attract people to buy from you. So you definitely have to pay attention to that. A lot of the analytics that you're going to get from the first part of your campaigns that you're going to put out there, any type of advertising, any type of money that you're going to put in behind that advertising, you definitely want to make sure that you pay attention to those analytics, because that's really what's going to drive your success in the long haul. And if you ever have a problem understanding those analytics, you ever have a problem putting together a new campaign, you don't like social media, you don't understand social media, you view all the platforms as the same, you give us a call. I think there are some things at the Kelly Enterprise that we can run past you and speak with you about that can really assist in your business and make sure that there's no friction having your marketing department running very swift and smoothly, because that's the name of the game. Everybody wants that bell cow to be ringing even when they're sleeping. So give us a call. If not, and you don't have an opportunity to, you can always stay tuned to more episodes of Marketing Fruit, because we try to give as many golden nuggets as we can to make sure that all businesses can be as successful as possible. So yes, stay tuned everybody. Bless up.